signal. Good evening, everybody. It is Monday night here at Beyond the Airways, the Infinity Project. Time for another new work week and new crazy things, including, well, we'll tell you in a few minutes. And- anyway, it is Beyond the Airways, the Infinity Project, and since it's Monday, that means it's time for Monday Mania. That means we get over what went over the weekend, pick up where we left off in a certain trial. Like I said, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. Anyway, I'm your host for tonight. I am on Oddball Extreme. I'm currently joined in line by 4 of my crazy cohorts. First, to my immediate left, we have our master and creator, Frodo. Hello, Frodo. That's one way to say hi. To my immediate right, we have our resident star child, Janet. Hello, Janet.
Hi, everybody. Hope your weekend went well.
Sorry,
Let's
I couldn't
see.
resist doing the goofiness.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. To my bottom left, we have our resident Joker, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. Also, if Ash is listening, Z is live right now too.
Okay, cool. And
Zero
finally,
Viking.
yep. Anyway, to my bottom right, we have our resident B button, John. Hello, John.
Hey, Shirley.
All right. So, anywho, we got to start with some rather sad news, and I'm kind of shocked on this one. Walter Mondale, who ran for president against Ronald Reagan in 1984, has died at the age of 93. Now, the reason why I say I'm shocked is because I thought he died a few years ago. I did not know he was still alive.
I think it was Sam Clemens who said reports of my death are greatly exaggerated.
I agree. You're right.
But yeah, we just got that news literally a half hour ago. We don't know any details at this time, just that he has passed away. And I've got an idiot with a fucking headlight pointing right at me again.
Again? Jeez. All right. And by the way, Sajo's in the chat room. Hello, Sajo.
Yes,
Hey, Sacho.
And like I said, we don't have any information, but just so you know. Oh, someone's here.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Hold the
Well,
phone.
this is an interesting turn of events.
I'm kidding.
Who's here?
Okay,
Don't know.
it was our friend Lydia.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hi, Lydia.
You're not visible unless you come around to me.
Lydia, don't be bashful.
I took the video. But the second thing we have to do before we get really going hardcore is report that the Chauvin trial, the closing arguments were today. They are complete. There was 3 arguments. There was the prosecution, there was the defense, and there was the prosecution rebuttal.
To think all these years, I thought they only got one apiece, but. So, any news about their closing arguments, or roughly?
I didn't watch anything about them. Based on what I saw about what was going to be done, it was basically the prosecution said, what you've seen today, what you've seen in this trial is basically proof positive that he was killed at the hands of the police. The defense would have been like, well, are we sure it was the police? And then the rebuttal was, well,
Hold on.
we've got video evidence of it.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got a phone call.
But yeah, that's also part of the news today. I don't want to go too much into it because we don't know everything that's going to go on. But once the verdict comes out, regardless of what day it is, we will be stating that the verdict is out and putting out exactly what the verdict was.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the verdict, we will be breaking our once a week rule, and then after that we will be releasing what the sentence is after the verdict.
Okay, well, I can tell you this right
Assuming
now.
there is a sentence, of course.
I got an
Assuming.
idea on to let us know. Just put in the BTA chat, #verdict.
Mm-hmm. That would help.
Well, yeah, but we don't know when that's gonna be.
Right.
Yeah, but
And-
I mean when it happens.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can
So-
tell you. I can
I'm
tell you
surprised
this.
it wouldn't
If
just be breaking news.
it
Well,
will be breaking news.
yeah, and I'll tell
Yeah.
you this right now. We don't have an attention one topic
Well,
yet, but
labeled. as-
yeah, we don't have an attention one topic right now. But if the situation happens where we get the verdict by Thursday, that could become the actual topic.
Yeah.
I thought
But
we
it's-
did attention to one last week.
No, we
No,
didn't.
that was food
Fascinations
fascinations.
last week.
Attention to one was the week before then.
No,
No.
it was review and trivia. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't
You're
worry.
good.
It's Monday night, Janet. We're all. It's like right now. It's like trust
Start of
me,
a
you're
new
fine.
week. We're all tired as hell.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, you know what? Everything went wrong
I'll be
on
back
Monday.
in a little bit.
yeah.
My
Yep.
fan broke, so I had to order a new table fan. I'm
Ugh.
sending this little sucker back because I couldn't get it to work with mine.
Mm.
I think it's only compatible with Switch. I got a
No, I
universal
got it working with
compatible
mine.
one.
Mine
Well,
works
it
What
wouldn't
is
work
perfectly.
with mine.
She
It's
has the
a
exact
PlayStation
same controller I
controller.
do. She has
Sorry,
the exact same.
Xbox.
Yeah, she has the exact same controller I do. Mine
No, I
works
couldn't
just
get it to
fine.
work on mine, so I'm sending it back.
Okay.
No problem, and I
Okay.
get $40-something back on my gift card balance. But I had to get a new fan, my new controller.
Mike, I just saw police lights going by your window.
Okay,
That
that's
might have been ambulance lights. That might have been
No, I saw blue and
ambulance
red.
lights.
I saw blue and red.
and ambulances have those.
Also, ambulance is also blue, and red too.
I've never seen any on my head here.
It probably varies from department to department too.
Some, yeah.
That's true.
Uh,
Yeah,
Just like
but
not all fire trucks are red.
yeah, but I do have an idea. If now, like I said, if we get the verdict by Thursday, that could be our attention one topic. Otherwise, I think I've got one, and Janet and I came up with this one while I was coming home because let me put it this way: I have 1 hour for lunch, right? Try to go to the bank. Should be done in about 10 minutes. I waited over 30 and I left without getting anything I needed to done because I lost so much time. It's just like I only have 1 hour. Okay, I've got to get back, eat my lunch, finish printing plans, and so forth. And it's like I just left. I was not a happy camper. It's like, and this is what really made me upset. One line, one teller, and the two people in front of me, they took the brunt of the time up completely. It was like they were going for, it was like 35 minutes between the two of them. It's like, really?
well,
I just left. I could not. It's like, forget it.
some days it's like that. Like I told you before the show, they got to eat lunch too, and sometimes you get people calling in sick.
So it's-
Sometimes you get emergencies. It's not something you can
Lack
predict.
of customer service, I think would be a good attention to one.
Yeah.
Speaking of bank stuff, what happened to me Friday? Ash and I went to Oakland Road IV. Ash got her COVID shot. We decided to do a little bit of shopping because we were right there. I went to go use Google Pay because I didn't have my wallet with me. I use it, and Ivy denied it twice. Now, but well, maybe I'll go and ask the bank and see why. I get there, and the guy who helped me, who was very, very nice about the whole thing, told me that it wasn't Collins and it was Hy-Vee's. Ivy doesn't know how to process, Google Pay, Apple Pay, and that stuff very well.
Oh,
yet.
you mean like you tap the card and such, right?
No, you
use the phone.
use the NFC reader. You use the NFC reader, which is on the
Okay.
back of the phone. in which if you
Oh.
have Google Pay installed to your phone with your debit card connected and verified, it acts as an electric debit card
How
or
nice.
a
We have a
Gotcha.
new.
digital card.
How nice. We have a new way to make you pay less attention to how much you're actually spending.
Yeah,
That's actually kind of true, actually.
That's true. You're right.
But it worked when I went to Come and Go. But Hy-Vee was having issues.
I
What?
think
Ain't
it's.
hey, I said it before. I'll say it again, Mike. Ain't technology a kick in the frickin' ass?
Yeah.
True.
Janet, you froze. You had frozen just for a second.
Oh, my internet's doing this number. Let's see if I can do it right.
Holy internet,
Yeah.
Batman. I don't know why I'm talking like that.
I don't know
I-
either.
I won't use Google Pay very often, just unless I forget my physical card, which is
That's
not
what
very
happened.
often.
That is what happened to me when I was at Target. I did not realize I left my entire pocketbook back at the house. It's like, how am I gonna? Well, I've got my phone, but how does this work? But yeah, but
Anybody
thankfully,
help you?
two associates were able to help me with the problem. So it's like next time,
That's good.
next time, make sure your damn pocketbook's in your purse.
Remember I told you
Yeah.
I had a
Oh.
$25 gift card for Target and I couldn't access it because I get to Target? Well, I finally updated my um, password and was able to, it's still there.
Good.
But in order to use it, I've got this code they need to scan on my
One
phone.
second.
Is it a? Oh, it's a barcode, not a QR code.
It's a QR code. It looks like a bunch of static.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I
barcode.
have a QR code reader on my phone anyway. So.
So do I.
Okay. So
I still can't
okay,
believe Applebee's tried to get me to download their menu and still just instead of just giving me a paper one.
Oh well.
But-
Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, thanks for reminding
It's
me. I gotta
Pokemon
put
cereal.
Pokemon cereal.
Yep.
Remember back in the day when they did? I think it was Kellogg that initially did Pokemon cereal. It was different than what this is,
Yeah.
but I found it at the Oakland Road Hy-Vee. I'm like,
Nice.
You know, it was a really popular cereal in the late 80s.
what's that?
Ghostbusters cereal.
Yes, I remember that. I
Uh,
absolutely remember that.
Ghostbusters. I've never tried the Ghostbusters cereal.
It's probably not that great.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like a big deal because of that Ghostbusters 2 at the time. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they had cereal for everything. Pac-Man, Mr. T. They. I mean, back in those days, they had cereals for everything.
Hard to believe
You
my
know
only
what?
exposure to Mr. T's cereal came from Tim Burton, oddly enough. Remember Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It was Tim Burton's first feature-length movie, and it had a scene with Pee-wee feeding Mr. Breakfast a bunch of Mr. T's cereal.
Cool.
You know what? Changing subjects real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, we have reboots of Hawaii Five-O, MacGyver, Kung Fu, The Equalizer. What's another one? What's another one that they rebooted?
Magnum
reimagined
PI.
totally? Magnum PI.
They
What
rebooted
happened to
Charmed.
Yes, they have. They
What
rebooted
happened
Charmed
to
too.
fucking originality? What
I-
happened to bloody original? Now
We've
I do,
talked about
I
it
do
the show
like the
before, so.
Equalizer. Even though they didn't exactly stay true to the format of the Equalizer, Queen Latifah kicks ass.
Well, you know what, and I like how they're doing it in their own way, not trying to emulate the original to that degree.
Right.
Because if you did that, it would kill it. It would destroy it right then
Oh,
and
I
there.
left out one more.
What?
They reimagined Walker Texas Ranger too.
Yes, they did. Jared Padalecki is Walker now.
Wasn't he on?
Janet, the thing.
Was it?
He was one of the two big stars of Supernatural.
I thought he was also on Heroes, but
No, that wasn't him. He was on Gilmore Girls.
okay.
I was gonna say the thing you
Now,
gotta
what did you start
remember.
to say?
I was gonna say the thing you gotta remember is that the more stuff gets said, the harder it is to say something that's original.
Of course,
You're
that's
maybe
true.
hitting a point where people just are so overloaded with stuff from their past, they have a hard time thinking of something original that, well, somebody else didn't think of.
Yeah, it's like,
Right.
I remember, I basically call Will Ferrell one of the man who knows how to destroy beloved franchises. I mean, he was in Bewitched, that kind of got messed up. Land of the Lost, oh my God, do not get me
Land of the
started.
Lost wasn't
Definitely
good in
got
the
messed
first
up.
place.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, Shirley. You know who produced the original Land of the Lost?
Sid and Marty Croft.
You know what else they produced?
Bugaloos.
HR Puffin stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know why H.R. Puffin stuff is your friend when things get rough?
I forgot. It's been a while.
H.R. Puff and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
We'll tell you
I'm
something
surprised we
funny.
didn't hear.
Go ahead,
For a long
John.
time, I used to work for H&R Block, and
Oh, no.
since you can't use ampersands in URLs, everything would get abbreviated HR Block or HRB, and I had to train myself to say H and R Block. And if I thought of HR Puffin stuff, I got in the habit of calling him H&R Puffin stuff. And I could imagine if Richard
Good.
Block decided to make the surviving Croft brothers a lucrative deal, H.R. Puffin stuff becoming H&R Puffin stuff. Put him in a little green bow tie and glasses, and have him
Don't
sing
forget the purple polka dot.
H&R Puffin stuff. He's your friend when taxes get rough. Hi there, America. I used to be the king of Living Island. Now I do taxes for a living. Come on and get your billions back.
You
Hey,
just
what?
won the night right there.
Wow.
Hey,
Any other bits of
Oh,
comedy
man.
you come up with?
not at the moment.
Well,
That
I'll
was
tell you something. I started this ages ago. I would love to be able to finish this. I think about maybe 2000. I think maybe 10 or so. Um, I remember I had two channels back to back. There was Cartoon Network on 48, TV Land on 49. At the time,
mhm.
Cartoon Network was showing Batman: The Brave and the Bold. Next door at TV Land, it was Extreme Makeover Home Edition. So somewhere in my twisted brain, I started coming up with the idea of Batman, the Bra- Batman. Let's see, Extreme Makeover: The Brave and the Bold edition, and actually
Have
get
Batman and the
Batman.
Justice League
And
redo your house.
yeah, it's like well, actually no, just have Batman. But it's like he actually helps Ty with his secret project to make a little boy's room into the Batcave.
Nice.
Tell
Could
me
you
something.
imagine if it
Didn't
was
you
the Adam
start
West
it?
version of Batman doing that?
Oh, go ahead, Janet.
Surely.
Yes.
Didn't you send me that story? Or
No,
part of it?
I barely started it. But it's like, see, the whole idea was I would have like Ty's working on something, and all of a sudden on the other end, Batman's battling Toyman, and one of the toys gets a little too close, and Ty's like, "What the heck is this?" So he starts grabbing a drill and starts basically unscrewing the thing.
Oh man, I got a good funny juxtaposition for you. You guys remember Louis the Lightning Bug, right?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
I'm
Every
Louis the
time,
Lightning Bug.
ev-
I never heard of him before. How
Uh,
about
okay,
enlightening me,
okay.
one of you?
If you had like any power company, like say 80s or 90s,
Alliant.
Yeah. Alabama Power had it. Georgia Power had it.
Texas.
Yeah.
It actually
Mid
originated in
America did it
Texas.
for Iowa.
Here's the thing, Janet. Basically, Louis the Lightning Bug was these. Well, he was an animated mascot, and he'd do these cartoon promos that were basically electrical safety PSAs for kids. And he'd sing them a song about how don't put anything but a plug in an outlet. Don't fly your kites around power lines. Don't climb trees around power lines. Stay away from frayed cords, things like that. Uh, the thing of it is, the one that was catchiest for me was the one about staying safe around power lines. The thing of it is, the end of the song had a trio of baritone voiced trees singing, "You never climb trees near power lines. You never climb trees near power lines."
Yep. I remember that.
And Louis joined in singing, "You gotta play it
Hi,
safe around the
Louis the
power
Lightning Bug
lines.
here.
You gotta play it
Now,
safe
us
around the
lightning
power
bugs are
lines."
experts, see,
And
on
because
safety
he
and
was
electricity.
singing in
And
tandem
one
with
thing
them,
for
I
sure,
always
and I ought
heard,
to know,
"You never
you
play it
never
safe
fly
around
your
the
kites
power
where power
lines.
lines
You never
go."
play it safe around the power lines."
Now, if you're looking for
And guess what?
Nice.
Oh
I
my
have found
God!
it.
Guess what I just found on
Nice.
YouTube?
With the lightning bug, right?
Louis the Lightning Bug.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if this is the one.
tree to climb, you never climb trees near power lines. You never climb trees near power lines. Play it smart, little buddy.
Your safety is in your hands and always on our mind. Centerpoint Energy, always there.
Okay, this is just to keep us from getting dead air.
Yeah. Okay.
On Twitch, everybody, Jan's currently listening to something on her headphones, and unfortunately, we can't run the risk of violating copyright by playing it for you.
Right.
But chances are she's listening to a very catchy song about how to stay safe around high voltage AC electricity.
Little old song, so listen up close.
Yeah.
You will see.
They have a few of them.
Oh my God! You know what I just found?
What's that?
What'd you find?
I found a full 10-minute mini film with Louis the Lightning Bug from the Alabama Power Company in 1983.
Wow.
Hello.
Yeah, it's like, what? I didn't even know they had this.
Welcome back.
What I'll do is I'll put the link in. We're not gonna play it on the air, but I'm gonna copy the link. It's like, holy crap! I didn't know they had this. Seriously, so I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. I'm gonna put it in Zoom. I'm gonna put it in here. Like I found a whole 10 movie. Now you don't have to watch right now. Just watch at your convenience.
See.
But it's like, holy cow! It's like they have an entire like nearly 11-minute mini film. Like, damn.
Yeah, and I can see how it was so catchy too, John.
Yeah, it's good beat, good key.
And believe it or not, back in high school, we had something called the Energy Bowl. It was like an
Were you
academics
playing with
bowl, like an academics
okay.
bowl.
I thought you might have been playing with a Van de Graaff generator.
A what
I
generator?
actually did that when I was in high school. Got exposed to it first when I was a little kid, but
Is that one where you took like the two, get them close together and make the lightning, or
no. What you do is it looks like a sphere on top of a pedestal. They discharge it. You put your hand on it.
oh yeah,
And
I
you
know
let
what you're
it
talking
charge
about.
up, and if you got long hair, it
It like
whizzes up.
yeah, I remember that. I remember those. I remember when I go to the Spencers in the mall. But anyway, we had this thing called the Energy Bowl, where if we did well enough, we would actually go to Alabama Power headquarters in Birmingham, and I actually purchased a Louis the Lightning Bug doll.
Very nice. You still got it?
But you lost it, didn't you?
It's probably somewhere lost in the garage. But hey,
If you
but I
can
always
find
did
it,
like
hang
Louis.
on to it.
Yeah, I always did like Louis. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
I've
reason
seen,
they did those jazzy little numbers for Louis the Lightning Bug because you need something to hold kids' attention.
Well,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
If you do a
absolutely.
bland old commercial, it won't hold their attention.
Yeah, it's like this is unsafe. It's like
Bueller.
don't play around power line. Janet, your phone's ringing.
Ring a ding 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 a do. Ring a
It's my
ding ding
mom.
ding.
Ding 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 ding.
I think
Yes.
he's well. I do remember that, and I actually found that ringtone on YouTube.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
remember that?
remember it
So
too.
ding
That's
ding 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 ding.
No, it was the one that went ring it ding 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 dong, ring it dong
ring a
ding
ding.
ding dong.
Yep. Ring a ding 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 a do. Ring a ding ding ding.
That's what. That's why That's why it's so fun having your own personalized ringtones because it gets hilarious as hell.
Yeah, hard to believe. I
Remember when
remember
we
the
were in
days when
Walmart?
Yeah.
And you heard Thundercats?
Oh yeah. And yeah, I thought it was the phone. Turns out, oh, it was the it was the video.
Uh-huh. Because I had a Thundercats ringtone for you, I think, at the time.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now. We were walking to the Walmart near your house, and it's like, what the heck was that?
It was
I
Thunder, Thunder, Thundercats, ho!
was gonna tell you,
But
I remember the. Sorry,
No, go ahead.
I remember the days when personalized ringtones were all 8-bit.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was just electronic chits playing a tune. I remember one of my old youth pastors, a guy named John, programmed his to be the bars of the fast tempo version of Layla.
Oh wow.
It actually sounded pretty good.
Cool.
I know my sister did the 1812 overture for a while.
Nice.
I wish they could have imitated the cannon blast, but that's just me.
That. Well, I mean, in this day and age, you can make a ringtone that actually has the real sound of the 1812 overture and the cannons, more likely.
Oh yeah. This day and age, you can watch a video on your phone of a guy lighting a cannon to the tune of the 1812 overture.
Yep, that's true.
So you
That is
guys think we ought to
so true. Go ahead.
move on to the Maxine Waters deal?
Yeah, we
uh,
probably should.
Back to the boring old news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what did she do to piss people off this time?
Well,
oh
basically, what happened was, let me see the article real quick. Basically, what happened was she declared that depending on how the Derek Chauvin trial goes, she may end up calling people to stay in the streets. And
What?
Representative McCarthy vowed after that he is going to get her expelled from Congress for inciting violence. Now, I
That is
will say
not
this, given her
exactly the
track record
wrong
in the
thing to say.
past, well, given her past, I'm not surprised.
me too.
And given what some people are probably going to be tempted to do, depending on the verdict in the Chauvin case, it's not something we should try to fan.
Right, I agree.
But the fact is, this is what Waters had to say. We are looking for a guilty verdict. We're looking for a guilty verdict. And we're looking to see if all this stuff that took place and has been taking place after they saw what happened to George Floyd. If nothing does not happen, then we know that we've got to not only stay in the street, but we've got to fight for justice. Now, I don't know what her definition of fight for justice is, but the fact is, I remember seeing video footage of her telling her supporters to harass Trump supporters.
I do
So,
remember that. You're correct. I do remember that. You are correct.
Sad fact of the matter is, Waters has a track record. And as long as she's got that track record, hold on a second, need some water. I'm still going to be here.
That's fine.
Right. Fact of the matter is, as long as she's got a track record, we're going to take that into account. So I'm not surprised that
Yeah,
McCarthy wants her out.
Well,
I
let's
don't
put it
know
this
that
way.
I'm
go ahead.
outside. I don't know that I'm outside the minority in thinking potentially that's the right way to go, but
I think so. That we don't need people that are going to be like that. We just don't.
And look at the situation with Matt Gaetz right now too.
you know, the unfortunate thing is that does appear to be happening on both sides of the aisle.
Right.
Which is
This
why
isn't so-
I'm neither a Democrat or a Republican to start with.
Me,
Yeah.
I went independent the day of the insurrection. So
I don't think I'm going to discuss my political affiliation beyond what's been inferred.
that's fine. No problem.
I'll just say this: I don't have one.
Nice.
I just
I
don't
agree
have
with
one.
Shirley
I really
said in the
don't either.
past.
I really don't
You
either.
shouldn't vote. Drop the D and the R on the.
Bingo.
They should. You should vote for who you believe in and who is right. Who is right in your eyes.
Well, Janet, that's why they got the third party option, as well as the fill in the blank.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. Here in Montgomery, when we have the mayor's race, there is no D or R at all.
Nice.
Because it's just like we got 11 people. And now this is the last one we had back in, I think it was 19. We had 11 people competing for the title. Stephen Reed and David Woods were the top two, and I mean, and they never did say Democrat Republican, although I knew which side they were on. Stephen Reed got 2/3 of the votes, so he became the mayor of Montgomery. So, but that is probably one of the best things around here. There is no D or R in the mayor's race at all.
Exactly.
We vote for who we think is the
Smart.
best qualified for the job.
Well, maybe if we can start getting independents to be more popular, we'll drop the Democratic and Republican. I don't know.
Yeah, but if it happens, it probably won't be in our lifetime.
Sadly, I think you're right. Actually, it may have to happen in our lifetime, and may have to be the ones who instigate it, or else it may never happen.
That's true. That is true.
The fact of the matter is, people don't look to make things complicated if they can help it. Hold on a second. Hey, Frodo, you're unmuted, just so you know.
I know. I was unmuted for a reason because I was going to ask if you guys have done anything about Gates yet.
Not yet.
Okay, when I come back, I'll do it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But it seems like there's problems on both sides this time, and we one side wants to deny about it, and the other side wants to deny their end. It's like, well, the fact of the matter is, guess what? We got problems on both sides.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. On that part, anyway.
So, what other news stories? You think I should bring up the one I was going to say for Wednesday, or?
I mean, if you want to bring it up right now, I say let's go for it.
Well,
it was that story.
I'd like to save it. I'd
like
to save it for Wednesday if I can, but if nobody else has a news story.
Well, I mean, we can talk.
Think of it as I don't know when Frodo's going to be done.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just do this? We'll just do some regular bullshitting,
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
That way.
I got one. I'm already tired of the construction going on in Cedar Rapids, my neck of the woods.
Ooh.
We got road closures. I'm not sure what they're doing, if they're doing anything. But
let's see, on my end, I know not where I work, but over to my left where I'm working, they're doing some construction work. Now the good news is it's not very noisy. It's not noisy where I'm working because I've got enough noise coming from the printers and such. So
All right.
so it really doesn't
Shirley,
bother me that much.
you know the little side street we take coming to Cotton Flower?
Yeah.
And that little street that goes directly across from Cotton Flower?
Yeah.
They're putting a traffic light there. So as a result, they are widening the street, putting a traffic light in, and they're building houses. You know the two empty fields?
Yeah.
On the west, well, in the west field, they're building houses.
Oh, boy, that whole
So they
area
are,
is that whole area has changed in all the times I've been there. Because the first time I went to see Janet, there was a gigantic swap meet.
Nice.
yeah, but the swap meet went by the wayside with off of our houses. And where our super target is now was a giant cotton field and had water irrigation ditch running by the side. You could have a flock of egrets sitting down there eating crawdads. But the reason it's growing so much here is Mesa and points east. The population is growing so fast
Wow.
that they're moving westward.
And now as a result,
And that's
your
why
population's starting to
boom,
grow
boom, boom,
rapidly.
boom, boom, like that.
Yeah, your population's starting to grow rapidly now.
Uh-huh.
Whereas, let's see. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there's
Come on.
there's something interesting that I discovered like about a week and a half ago. We were having those those tornadoes in Alabama like 2 times in March, and I remember Josh Johnson, our meteorologist here, he brought up something really important. There is a really bad radar gap in the southwest part of the state where neither Mobile nor Birmingham can actually pick things up there. It's basically a dead zone. It's like,
Wow.
could we please get some sort of like Doppler radar or something just right in that area so we can close that gap just a little bit? Of course, to do it, we'd have to go through Congress, and I believe Terry Sewell represents that area in Alabama, so it'd have to go through her. But it would probably help, have people be alerted, not necessarily just rely on, there is that thing called ground truth. You got the storm chasers, you know, storm spotters,
And
spotting them.
Yeah.
and with the death
Well,
of
you know,
John Samaras and his son and
Tim
crew,
Samaras, yeah, Tim
Tim
Samaras,
Samaras and his crew, and that
El Reno tornado in 2013, yeah.
yeah, the one
Shirley,
where Mike Bettis got flipped head over heels.
Yeah.
But they were saying, what's the value? They're debating the value of storm chasers.
Well, some
Well,
people do it to help warn people, so they're not in it for the
but
money.
you
They're
get
doing it to make sure everybody's safe, which is fine.
yeah, but you get these people who call themselves storm chasers, have people pay so much money to go on a chase with them to see a tornado.
Yeah.
if they
They
want to
had
pay it, Janet, let them.
couple.
Yeah,
What?
sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
They had
No.
this couple from Japan. I remember hearing they had this couple from Japan who had never seen a tornado before and wanted to see a tornado. They got to see their tornado.
Yeah, from a safe distance.
Exactly. Like I said, Jen, if people want to pay you to do something you find reasonable or even pleasant, don't refuse.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
I
Shirley,
just had a thought, you guys.
Was it?
what's that?
That
Something ironic that you guys are gonna laugh at.
Okay.
rhyming.
So tomorrow where we live, we're supposed to be getting my dreaded 4-letter word.
Snow.
Wow. I know it's been cold lately, and I know they're forecasting rain. It wouldn't make sense though. I've seen snow in April.
But
Yeah.
here's the crazy thing. Think about this. A couple weeks ago, we had a tornado drop in southwestern Cedar Rapids.
True.
That warning.
It only did a little bit of damage, but we did have a tornado drop legit.
But if there's one thing I know, it's that weather does not always stick to a given season.
No, because
I know.
I remember.
Like I said, it's like
I'm
I
just
said,
saying.
the only thing predictable about the weather is predictability.
Yeah, because I remember this one time. We actually had Extreme Makeover Home Edition here in Montgomery back in 2009. Okay. Now I remember the morning of the demolition that they had to do, there was a tornado warning. Okay. The very next day, we had snow flurries here.
Well, given
So
what kind of cloud snow has to fall from, oftentimes you get a tornado, you also get hail. So
And thunder snow.
yeah,
yeah,
If it
because
snows under certain conditions.
back in '93 we had our big snowstorm down here. I remember what happened. It was like 2:15 in the morning, and I saw the power flicker on and off. Like, what the heck is going on? And Mom said, "Hey, the outside. We had a sensor light at that house at the time, and it was turning on and off. And we were trying to figure out what's going on." Mom looks out the bathroom and she says, "Oh my goodness!" Then I look outside, it's like, "Oh my God, there's a blizzard outside." And then I remember I saw lightning and heard the thunder. So
Who was it that got so excited about?
Jim
Yeah,
Cantori.
baby, yeah, baby.
I just remember
It's a twofer.
Lewis.
It's a threefer.
I just remember
Oh,
Lewis
yes.
Black commenting that they don't even write about thunder snow in the Bible. I think his exact part of his exact spiel was, on the last day there was thunder and lightning and snow together, and I hadn't done drugs.
Oh, I still think back to that one in Chicago when that big flash lightning. Jim just yells, "Oh Jesus!" As like both
Is
had.
that the one where the lightning was right over his head?
Yeah, that was the one. He said, "Oh Jesus!" And it's like later
That's
on
when you'd be a
they actually had to censor that word out. But it's like, seriously, why?
Well, depending on where it's broadcasting.
I know, but I remember Jim was saying "son of a," and somewhere Mike Bettis, who was with him, he was saying "holy."
Oh,
It's like those two probably went within one word of losing their
holy
jobs.
shit.
Yep.
That's what he was going to say. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's like Mike was going "holy," and Jim goes "son of a."
You know what? That would scare the shit right out of me.
Yeah, because thing was like, wait a minute, we got a blizzard and there's thunder and lightning. Oh my God.
Yep. Well, if it falls from a
Nature was really
cumulonimbus.
pitching a bitch at
Yeah,
that time.
that's true.
Fact is, if I remember right, tornadoes are caused at first because you got a cold front moving in that rushes a bunch of hot air past it in the opposite direction. That starts a swirl
Yeah.
and gets lifted up, right?
And believe it or not, this past Thursday was the 10th anniversary of a tornado outbreak we had here, which ended up being forgotten just 12 days later because we had the bigger outbreak.
Ow.
Because I see the reason why I remember this one particularly well. One of my former coworkers, he lost 3 family members in one of those tornadoes.
The thought occurred to me. I was going to ask you, the woman in Congress you mentioned, Terry. How
Terry
likely
Sewell?
do you think it'd be You were talking about the Doppler radar gap in Alabama. Uh, you mentioned, I think it was a congresswoman, Terry
Sewell.
something.
Terry
Sewell.
Sewell, who represents that area.
It's probably pronounced Sewell.
Yeah.
How likely do you think she'd be to vote in approval of something like that?
She probably would in a heartbeat because that area is mostly rural and it's mostly black.
Well, see if you can try writing her. Maybe
Okay.
she'll draft some legislation.
I'm not, unfortunately, I'm not in the area she represents, but
Find somebody who is then.
yeah, because that's the only thing. My representative is Barry Moore, so.
Well, write him and ask him to talk to her.
because I know Josh Johnson has brought it up on a regular basis, and it's like maybe
All
something
right.
really
You
does
know
need to
what?
get done. What's up?
I'm gonna bail out because I'm getting warm in here.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna take my dog with me.
Okay.
All right. Talk later. Talk
Okay.
tomorrow.
Later.
Good night, Janet.
All right, and then there were 4.
Oh wow.
4 little monkeys jumping on the bed.
One fell off and bumped his head.
Yep.
Glad to
I
see I'm
am
not
I
the only
am
one.
familiar. I am familiar with that. So yeah.
I think didn't we have I know this was long before you came, John. Didn't we have I think we had a Mad Lib that involved 4 monkeys, and I screwed up so bad. No, it was turkeys. I remember it was turkeys. And I screwed
Okay.
up so bad. We just all broke out
How did you
laughing.
screw it up?
I was trying to I think I said one word and I just like, what the hell did I just say? So I would have to go back and check the archives, but oh my god. I've somewhere I messed up. It's like, what the hell is wrong with my mouth tonight? But then again, sometimes there's always something wrong with my mouth.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It'll
But I
be
will never.
interesting to
But the
see when.
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Be interesting to see when Frodo rejoins us. Hope we got time.
Yeah,
Think we ought to start on the Mad Gates.
I say let's go ahead.
All right.
So anything new on Bat Gates? Since I really don't know.
Well, I think Frodo had something he wanted to talk about, but then again, even though he's not muted, he does not seem to be anything other than silent.
Or maybe he
Well,
could
he
have
could
his
also have his headphones muted because
yeah from
he
the
is
button
able to mute
with
the actual mic on the
with the
headset.
button. Yeah.
Because
I got an idea. Why don't we talk
see, like
about
this:
Frodo
hi,
till he
bye,
comes
hi,
back?
bye,
And
hello, 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 hi, hi, hi.
yeah,
See?
Yeah.
I got an idea. Why don't we talk about Frodo till he gets back?
Oh my!
Ooh, we're gonna roast Frodo.
And we're fired. No, kidding, kidding, kidding.
Unemployment line, here we come.
No, I don't think that'll happen, but that'd be,
Yeah.
I got you.
You know what would really be fun? A long time ago, we would team up with the Madhouse. I remember Lashana, it was her birthday. We gave her a birthday roast. Get it?
Hey, speaking of nice. Speaking of LaShawn, be sure to send her an invite for tomorrow, okay? It's been
Okay.
a while since we've seen her.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, she might. I mean, she's been under a little bit of stress. I'm not going to say exactly what, but if you, I saw a post on her wall today, and it's like she was not the happiest camper. And
Okay.
that's
Uh-oh.
that's
Can you
all I'm
tell
going
us
to
off
say.
the air, or is it too
Yeah, it's
private?
better to tell you off the air.
Good idea.
Okay.
Because
Well, so if we can't roast Frodo, who can we roast?
let's see.
Wish we could roast the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh! Oh!
I tell you
Oh,
what, this is something wild. If you read the novelization for Ghostbusters, the destruction of Mr. Stay Puft almost gets gory.
I believe it.
Oh.
I totally believe it.
Apparently, when they fire the proton packs at him initially while he's getting ready to climb the tower, apparently
I'll be right back.
the
Okay.
marshmallow is just an outer skin. Once they melt it, they actually expose the skeleton.
Ooh.
Yeah. For some reason, the author also thought Slimer was yellow instead of green, but can't win them all.
No. That's true.
Uh, well, it certainly is Monday Mania. Uh, okay, What are we
What?
talking about to keep from getting dead air?
Well, let's
This
see.
is
Well, let's see. Let me think.
okay. Here's Joker.
All right.
Mike, you
I'm back.
don't. If you're on wireless, you don't have to take those off to go do something.
They weren't off. I'm muted.
Oh, he must have
Okay,
hit
well,
the button. Okay.
I hit the
Never mind.
button.
Okay, never mind.
looked like you were putting them on as you sat down.
Because I took them off to give my mom a hug.
Ah,
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Perfectly legit.
um,
Oh yeah, I do have something. I've got two things for Ring. I have the front doorbell
uh-huh,
and the side light over at the garage. Now,
yeah,
we have been having a little bit of trouble with this. The light the light on over the garage could stay on all night long. It's like we don't need it on all night long
yeah.
because it'd be great. It'd be great to set the sensor off. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out how to we can still get the motion sensors because it does have I have a night vision thing, but we don't need the lights on. Now I'll tell you this. It turns out last night there was a cat, so that did cause a little bit of an issue. But at least we know it was a cat, so that's okay.
Yeah. You haven't been having a problem with raccoons or skunks, have you?
I'm thinking could be squirrels, could be rabbits, raccoons. I mean, any one of them could set it off too.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunately true. But I know mom's getting annoyed. I wouldn't be surprised if the next door neighbor's probably getting annoyed, which is why I'm trying to work on it. Because
Well,
I know the next door neighbors are probably getting a little annoyed. It's like, please give me a chance. I'm trying to do something.
well, the first thing I'd recommend you do is set some kind of a trap so that you can see whether or not there's actually something legit setting it off.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I mean,
but how
but
convenient
last
of
night we do
you.
know at about 11 there was a cat moving around near the patio table and the old grill, and that's where the motion came from, which is fine.
Yeah.
But hopefully tonight I'm trying to figure out how to turn the keep the lights off, but just keep the motion detection on.
Well, how is it configured?
Well, it's hardwired,
Okay. Uh,
and I do have a thing on my iPad where I can control thing.
is
If
there
I
any
can
kind of
just
switch between the lights themselves and the sensor?
yes.
Okay. Um, if you can, just flip that to off, and I don't know where else the motion sensor feed would go, but
I think we still get a motion sensor feed because it has a night vision
okay.
thing
What I
too.
was trying to say, you got motion sensor going to a switch, going to the light. If you can shut the switch off so that even if the motion sensor's tripped, the signal it sends to the lights doesn't get there. That's what I was trying to see.
Okay. All
If
right.
something like that, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it does. I expect the motion sensor may actually be in parallel with a switch.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh
Look
no,
at how
that's
it's
fine.
wired.
That's fine. Yeah, because you see, because the doorbell has a lithium ion battery which I have to recharge ever so often. Especially when it gets cold, it uses up the power fast. I can't hardwire that one because it would have to go through brick. Would have to add some extra
Uh,
wire, and that's not gonna work.
Shirley, do you know who designed your house?
Why?
Do you think maybe they deserve a boot to the head?
Well, there's some things in this house that, well, let me put it this way. The air conditioner filter, for example. Someone had the bright idea to put a small bit of pipe right there where we're supposed to put the doggone filter.
Yeah.
That was one boneheaded move.
Well, I guess the Frantics song by the Frantics should go like this: people talking in movie shows, people smoking in bed, people designing Alabaman houses. Give them a boot to the head.
Yeah, and honestly, I will tell you right now, my bedroom and the guest bedroom will become very, very warm in the summertime. I feel like we need some more what do you call it? Insulation up in the attic. It would help, but people are telling us no, you don't need it. I feel like yeah, we
Um,
do. Can we like use that one you can roll out and then
I at best they may be talking about an air gap between the attic and the roof. Worst case, they may just be cold blooded. I don't know.
yeah.
Uh, well, if Frodo wants to talk about Matt Gates, he's got 4 minutes left to do it.
Yeah. But I mean, if push comes to shove, we can always save it for Wednesday.
That is true. In fact, it might be better for then.
Yeah, because we can talk about that story of yours first, then we can go to Matt Gates right there. Problem solved.
Uh, yeah. Well, my story is a little more levitous.
Okay.
It might
So,
be a good idea to do the heavy stuff first.
okay, get Gates out of the way.
Yeah.
Get
Get
Gates
Gate
out of
out of the
get,
gate.
bingo. We're getting Gates out of the gate right now.
Be interesting if somebody names a racehorse Bill Gates or Matt Gates or something like that.
Well, what I gotta ask this question: why do these horses get some of these weird names?
My guess would be it would involve. My guess would be that it involves tequila. Uh,
Because I
I
have
don't
seen
know
some
why
of
you
the weirdest names.
like Stuttering Sam and Wide by a Mile. It's a good one. I suppose one of them might be called "Get Over Here, Damn It."
Yeah, it's like, it makes sense with Secretariat, so.
Yeah, Seabiscuit. There's a
Yeah.
good one.
Hmm.
I'll tell you the definition I heard for that off the air.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway.
Okay, 2 minute warning, Frodo.
Uh, uh, uh. All right. So here's the game plan. Tomorrow, of course, is Tune In Tuesday. We have Warzone Wednesday, and we'll talk about Matt Gates, possibly the Chauvin trial, depending on the situation, and your story with Nintendo. And
Uh huh.
then Thursday, attention one was going to be a bit of a toss up because if we get the verdict Thursday, show and trial will be the topic. If we
Oh
don't
yeah.
get one by Thursday, it'll be why sometimes customer service ain't worth the time of day.
Yeah.
And then of course Friday it is our Friday fun day game du jour, and I believe it is back to Among Us. Am I correct?
Well, last week was Shell
Shell Shock
Shocked.
Live, but that got screwed up.
Yeah. Okay, help me remember. It typically goes Among Us, Mad
Cards.
Libs,
It was Among Us,
cards.
Cards, Mad Libs, and Shell Shock.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's back to Among Us.
So we should not have too much trouble. Then again, keep in mind it is Friday night.
Friday
Sometimes you'll have
night.
hundreds and thousands of people playing at the same time.
Well,
So
if that goes belly up, probably do trivia.
yeah, we can do
That
trivia then.
works. I like trivia.
I still
Me
can't
too.
believe I got 68 years right on the nose about the hiccups.
I
I'm trying.
know.
I want to look up one thing though. I'm trying to remember who exactly had that 68. Because I remember you said it was a Viking. It was like, no, I remember it was a regular person.
Okay, Shirley, do you know why I asked if it was a Viking?
Why?
Does the name Hiccup Horrendous Haddock the Third mean anything to you?
No.
Am I the only one here who remembers the film franchise How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yep, 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 yep.
I had a feeling I was.
Okay, I just found the
Another.
answer. Charles Osborne had the hiccups for 68 years, from 1922 to 1990. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, this is the longest bout of hiccups ever recorded. His hiccups first started in 1922 while weighing a hog for slaughter. As he says, I was hanging a 350-pound hog for butchering. But yes, it's absolutely true. And he was a Marine.
Nice.
Oh God.
Yeah. But yeah, he hiccuped for 68 years.
Nice.
I was like, holy crap.
Well, it's just past the 10:01 mark. I think we better
Yeah, I
call
think
it a
it's
night. And
yeah, we'll call it a night. And then we'll call it a day. And then we'll call it a year. Then we'll call it a millennium. No, I'm kidding. All right.
you
So
got to go
anyway,
through a decade first.
yeah, that's true. You're right. All right, let's get to the 10-second inning here. So hang on.
Holding.
Holding. All right. So with that in mind, I'm gonna say love, peace, and chicken grease. Everyone have a great night. Sleep well. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay dry. Stay cool. Don't worry about the snow. Sorry, shouldn't have said that.
You're fine. He's gone now.
Okay, good. All right. So everybody have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow for Tune In Tuesday. Good night, everybody.